Alright, so today's episode is a very special one because mayroon tayong kasama. And as you can see in the title, pag-uusapan natin ngayon ang international student. Mahirap ba mag-aral sa Australia? Mahal ba mag-aral sa Australia? Ano ang mga struggles ng mga international student here in Australia? And to help us answer those questions, I have a special guest for the first time. She's a wife, she's a mother, she's a student, she's a superwoman. So,
thank you, Nick.
Welcome to Mary.
Yay.
This is Mary, guys. She's an international student here, and we're gonna ask her some questions. Okay, Mary, first, paano ka napadpad dito sa Australia?
No, it's because of Jonah. Jonah and Craig. So
shout out to Jonah and Craig in
Yes.
Canada. I know they're watching this.
yeah, so it was Jonah and Craig. At first, it was Jonah, and she was telling me that there's a lot of opportunities here. There's a lot of work, and then that time we were back in the Philippines, me and Mike, and then so I was. For me in the Philippines, there's no job for me.
So before that, Jonah and Craig is living in Sydney.
Yeah, that's it.
Craig is working here,
And
and
Xerox, yeah.
yeah, and Jonah
Also
is
working. Yeah. So they invite us here, and then just for a tourist visa at first, and then
Okay.
without knowing that I'm gonna study here.
So you don't have plan in nothing to study
No,
here.
no plan for study at all, because I thought that I can just easily get a job, but
Okay.
apparently it's not. So
Okay.
you need what do you call this, rights to work
Yeah,
here in
rights to work.
Australia.
So you come here under visa, a
tourist
tourist
visa.
which is you don't get a right to work.
No,
Okay.
no, you cannot work at all. And then after that, we decided after 2 days that, oh, why don't we do this one? We study, and I study, and then Mike is gonna be my dependent.
Okay, so you and Mike came here as a tourist visa,
Yeah,
and after a while you decided to stay.
yeah, we
How
decided.
how did you get a student visa from tourist visa
No, we seek for agent
in Sydney?
in Sydney itself. So we walk around in Sydney and look for a school first, and then we found this school, Kirana, and then
Kirana College.
Kirana College, and
Yeah.
then just in CBD. It's very near here, and then also they was saying that I need an agent. They cannot just process my
So you approached the school.
yeah, approach a school,
Uh-huh.
and then they refer us to the agency, which is AECC agency, and I have a Filipino one, which is Rodel, and he's very good. Yes.
Okay.
So, and he's very good, and he guide us all the way what we're gonna do, and then how much money we need, because we wanted to have 2 years here study, and then we end up of having individual support and community service.
So from tourist visa moved to jump to student visa, how much did you pay?
That is what's that, student visa, but tourist visa, I think it's for the study itself we spend a total is $16,000.
$16,000
Yeah,
dollars, Australian dollars.
that is Australian dollars.
Holy okay.
I don't know how did I do that, but of course with the help of Jonah and Craig, I did that.
Okay, so after 3 months, you get your international student visa.
Yes, I have that. No, it's not. It's less than that actually.
Okay,
It's-
was it
it's
easy?
less.
Was it easy to?
No, it's not easy because you have a lot of things to do, like SOP, statement of purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to write a statement of purpose.
So what do
Why?
you need? What do you need to apply for student visa? Is
Okay, health insurance.
health insurance.
Yeah, of course, health insurance, and then the money that you need to pay for your course.
Okay.
Which is mine is 2 years at first, and then the requirements is of course your passport, and then you need to have an SOP, and because I have a partner, I need to do the de facto registration.
Ah, okay. So you
Yeah,
have to
so it's
register.
easy, so that he
Okay.
he can be my dependent. Yeah. So otherwise, he gonna have another visa or me individually. So
Okay.
it's easier.
So when you decide to study here, did you have like what do you call that? Yung gusto mong pag-aralan, the course. Did you think about aged care?
Oh
Nurse?
yes, I was really aiming for aged care.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's really quite in demand here,
Uh-huh.
and also I just finished my certificate of caregiving back in the Philippines that time.
Okay. So
And
you
then-
have like
Yeah. So
continuation.
Continuation.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, even though you finish back in the Philippines like that, similar, what do you call this? Studies. In here,
It's
you
not
still need
you
to
still
study.
need to start.
Yeah,
from
start
scratch.
from
Yeah, okay.
scratch. Yeah. So which
Okay.
is, I mean, it's good because sometimes they have different scenario that we need to do. Especially they have more documentation here than.
Then
actual.
okay, I know that.
I think you know that,
I
right?
know that. I'm a student too.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you decide to take aged care, the next question is it difficult to study in Australia?
No.
Is it
Because this
difficult?
is- because this is a vocational.
How was it to study in aged care? Like certificate, you
Yeah,
took
certificate three.
certificate 3 to diploma, right?
Yeah, I have certificate 3,
Uh-huh.
but then the agent is asking me to take the diploma in community service, which is they're just close to each other, right?
Mhm.
I'm supposed to have like certificate 4,
Mhm.
and then so it didn't happen because that's the package, because that's lead to PR, or
Pathway,
like a pathway
To permanent.
permanent residence in the future.
Okay.
And then so that's why I jump into community service.
So you study 2 years to
So
complete
both of that.
certificate 3 and diploma.
Yeah.
So tell us your
How?
struggle studying.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's,
that is the common
Yeah.
what do you call that common question of Filipinos. Is it difficult to study in Australia? How was it to study in Australia? Like
The thing is, like, in vocational course, it's not really struggle. I mean, like, of course, there's a lot of assessment. That's a lot of assessment. So you have to
Prepare.
be on time and prepare for your assessment, because there are more in writing here than
Yeah.
So and you know what I mean, na?
Uh-huh.
So you have to do that, because otherwise you fail. Because
But if you study in Australia, it's good because they have like student support.
oh yes,
you can go to.
they do.
Yeah,
They do
and
a lot.
Yeah, and mostly of teachers are very accommodating and helpful.
Yeah, it is. It is actually. I mean, for studying 2 years, I don't think it's really a struggle. Maybe because I combine the work and study.
Yeah.
So,
okay. That's
yeah.
the next question is, how was it to study and to work? As an international student visa, and the student visa, you only allowed to work
20
hours
per week.
a fortnight or per week?
Oh, sorry, fortnight. Sorry, fortnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
A fortnight. And that's the before pandemic.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have to work. You know, 20 hours.
20
only.
hours,
And
okay.
yeah, and then you need to find something else. You know, which is not good actually.
Yeah, but if you you pay your tuition,
Yeah.
it's a struggle. It is.
It is really a struggle,
And-
and I'm a bit lucky because Mike has a pension.
Yeah.
It helps, and of course we have a free accommodation after that,
yeah.
because we find
Yeah.
what
but
do you call-
but for international student who doesn't have this,
this
privilege, it's very difficult, and you have to struggle with financially,
yes,
and you have to struggle with your studies.
studies, and I think it's financially, because of you only have
20 hours, limited time
hours
to
work.
work.
Yeah, so it's not enough. So when you go here, as what my agents say, at least you need to have 350 to 700,000 peso to start with.
Wow. Okay.
And
That's a lot of money.
Yes, that's a lot of money from Philippines. No, 350 to 700,000 peso.
Okay.
That's what you need to start with here in Australia, because at least for that, you can pay your rent,
Year rent.
everything, and then your school fees.
Yeah.
And then
Your
and at
living
least
expenses.
living expenses, you can survive for at least maybe
A year?
1.5 year.
Yeah.
That's what he reckoned, 1.5 year. And yeah, and then of course, you if you have 20 hours a fortnight or 40 hours in a month,
Yeah.
and that can help
Cover,
already.
yeah.
And then you can keep some money for the next years that you want to study further.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
yeah.
Okay, let's move on to, you finish your aged care
Individual support, yeah.
individual support studies.
Mm.
Okay, let's move on to working in aged care.
Okay.
Okay, tell us your experience. How was it working in aged care in Australia?
It's quite for me. I think it's easy because after my individual support study, I came to this aged care facility to do my placement.
Yeah,
And then, I have
if
my,
they like you, they offer
yeah.
you
so I
job.
did my 120 hours, and they like me, so they absorb me.
Okay.
So they're dying to get me quickly as they can, but of course there's a lot of process. There's a lot of process to do, and then they hired me actually. They're waiting so long from I think April, and then they're waiting October, and then finally they hire me because I think it was July we finished our study that time after all the placement. So it was easy. At first I was casual because there's a lot of that time before pandemic, there's a lot of casual staff.
Okay, yeah.
And then it's funny because you got this Chronos, we're using Chronos, so you have to click when you're casual here, I mean in the company that I'm working, so you have to be so quick to pick the shift.
Oh, okay.
They don't give you right away.
Really?
They have the app.
Yeah,
then
and you have to choose.
There's available shift. Then you click if you're available. And of course, I'm studying every Monday, and every Monday of a fortnight they start giving out all the extra. The available one. And then I'm always late.
So you didn't get any.
Didn't get any. So I end up because of my background also, I end up doing kitchen, like kitchen hand, and also
in the facility.
In the facility.
All right.
And then I can be a chef also in the morning. So I'm an all-rounder. And then if they need someone calls sick, then I can go on the floor and working in aged care. So I'm everywhere in that facility. And also the thing is after that, the pandemic came, so we are unlimited hours.
Yeah, that's difficult
Unlimited
for
hours. Yeah.
internals. I remember that.
Yes, and we can work as many hours as we can, and I managed to get out from the kitchen
To the floor.
Yeah, I go to the floor, and then it was good. It was good because for this job you need to have a passion to do it. And for me, I think I have really a passion to do
Taking
aged
care
of
old
elderly
people, yeah.
because I had that back in the Philippines. I grew up with my grandparents, so it's easy for me.
But
To understand.
Yeah, easy to understand. But taking care of other people might be different, even though they're all there.
Yeah, they have different illness, like a dementia, different level of dementia. So different patient you have to give.
Okay. So for you? What's the you can say the hardest to deal with in working in aged care?
The hardest is I think I would say when you're understaffed.
Yeah, understaffed. Yeah, you have to do a lot of stuff. Yeah,
You have to do a lot of things.
yeah.
That it shouldn't be like that hard when you're not understaffed. But in terms of the patient, I think, or
The
residents,
yeah.
is the demented people that is very high, and also the bedridden one that is very nasty people.
What do you mean by nasty people?
Like they
call you out?
Yeah, and like they swear a lot, and then you need to prolong your patient as really, really, really wide. You need to do that because otherwise, because sometimes you need to learn that sometimes it's not really their fault, because they have some, and there's something wrong in their mind, and then they cannot help it. Yeah, they cannot help it. But sometimes they say bad words to you.
What do you?
Because there are some racist too.
Oh, in the aged care.
Yeah, they do.
Racist residents.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it happens.
It happens everywhere.
It happens everywhere.
Yeah.
But how do you deal that?
Well, you just say that I'm working here and you have no choice. I have to be with you.
You have no choice but to.
Yeah, because this is my shift and I'm in this floor. You have to be with me, and then you need just
Do you have any what do you call that? Any tactics? What do you mean? Any style
approach.
to approach?
Oh yeah.
Difficult residents.
Oh, you need to lower your voice. That's one thing.
Lower your voice.
Yeah, you need to be very calm. When they're very aggressive.
It's the same like in the children. You need to come down to the level.
Yeah. Eye level, as much as possible. You kneel one of your.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, knee, and then make sure that you're lower to her or him, and then speak to her, him, like calmly, and especially like when they're trying to punch you.
Oh, they get physical.
Oh yes, of course. I have so many scratches already.
Oh really?
Yeah, but they couldn't help it because some of them they would just like stop it. Like they will be physically scratch you and everything like that, and then suddenly they will stop, and then they will be fine. Hi, darling. Like that.
So okay.
So you will just laugh.
Oh, wow.
Even though you get hurt already, you just laugh.
Laugh it out.
Yeah. It's true.
This is hard.
Yeah, I actually normally I get a lot of scratch here.
They scratch you.
Oh yes. Just last week ago I've been punched here.
Can you make a report for that?
Yeah, we do. We just tell to the nurse about it, and then sometimes if it's not too bad, it's okay. But if it's really bad, then we put an harassment.
Oh,
yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they can't help it because that's the way they are.
Yeah.
And
you have to
just sometimes
understand.
Yeah. A lot of understanding.
A lot of patience.
A lot of patience. I think billions of patients you
need.
No, it's truly, yeah.
Okay, what about the pay? Is it
at the moment our pay is quite low than others. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it worth it? Is it
They said it's not worth it, especially when you get hurt and blah 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 and
abuse
and but when you love the job.
Yeah, sometimes it's not about the money.
It's not about the money.
But if you come here and work, you need the money.
Yeah,
need the money.
I know. But I think for my side, I think I just fall in love with that facility. That's all.
Okay.
And even though they said, oh, you could get more from this area than that area, because to be honest, there are people here that working 10 years. We are the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the same pay. Yeah,
and you've been in the industry for how long?
This is 4 years now.
4 years.
In this one.
St. Vincent.
Yeah, St. Vincent. And yeah, so it's not much about money really.
it's about your passion. You have to have
your passion
and taking care of all
and the enjoyment, because it's
satisfying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very satisfying. I think it's very satisfying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Because if the pace,
would you recommend, like Filipinos coming here to work in healthcare?
well, at the moment, I think I will
Yeah,
recommend
because I
it.
think we heard that the HQ
Yeah.
have the pathway now to
Yes,
permanent
to they can sponsor and then
yeah,
the facility. Yeah, they
Oh,
can
okay.
sponsor now whenever they are, or even if you are not in the regional area, even you are in the city.
Mhm.
Yes, they can sponsor now. So by
Oh, you
next-
don't have to go to regional area.
no.
Oh,
Because-
that's a good news.
Yeah, and they can, if they want, they can sponsor now, and then we just got an email that they will, think about it, but because the financial year will
end.
yeah,
In the
So
30th
next-
of June.
yeah, so next month everything will be in place, and then from that month then they will decide
Oh.
if they want to do
Uh-huh.
it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so they're talking about it, and hopefully that's a good one.
Mhm.
And 2 years contract, and then after that you can apply for PR.
Wow.
Yeah, let's see how it goes next
Yeah.
month,
Yeah.
because it's quite near now, no?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very near. It's
Yeah,
next on Friday is end of June.
yeah, Friday, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
oh my god, it's so quick.
1st of July is Saturday.
Yes,
Yeah,
there
right.
you go. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's good, actually. It's good. I like it here, honestly.
Do you like working in healthcare and living in
Yeah,
Sydney?
yes,
But you're living.
I'm leaving. Yeah.
Mary is going to the UK. She
Yes.
just had your
I just had my visa
UK
approved.
spouse
Yeah,
visa.
yeah.
Was it
partner.
easy to apply here in Sydney
Well,
for what do you call that?
UKVI.
UK.
UKVI.
VI?
Yeah, it's UKVI. The spousal visa.
Mhm.
Well, at first, it's easier because Mike is with me.
Yeah, he's
He
English.
spent
is-
he spent 1.5 day.
Two.
1.5 day
Two.
just to upload all the documents that.
You needed to upload online. Okay.
And
so
here-
you applied online.
Yeah, we applied online because
Okay.
you're not allowed to go in the office.
Okay. Okay.
They will ask you
Everything
to
do online now.
Hey, here is everything online, so you have to learn about
Even
it.
you buy grocery, you do it online.
Yeah, everything is online, and then
If you're lazy.
so it's a lot of process
Okay.
online. So he spent 1.5 days just to upload everything, and then after that we went
What documents do you need to upload?
bank statement, this
Bank statement,
Yeah.
your passport copy,
passport copy, and here
marriage certificate.
Yeah, marriage certificate.
What else?
Mike's bank statement in the UK,
Okay.
and then what else is that? How long we've been together,
Uh-huh.
proof of it, and English test.
Okay, so let's move on to the English. So when you apply for your UK spouse visa, you need to go for English
Yeah, English test, which is A1.
A1.
Yeah.
Is it the same like IELTS?
IELTS, yeah, it's the same as IELTS.
Woohoo!
It's the same as IELTS, but this is online one. So they have a certain agency that they will allow to,
Mhm. You go to.
to go. You go for
English.
English test, and so I went to Pearson one, and it's just online. But the good thing is only for listening and speaking.
Ah, okay.
So you don't need writing,
no writing.
no
and-
writing and reading.
Okay.
Yeah, just listening and
How long?
speaking.
How long do you need to?
It's only 30 minutes.
30 minutes of speaking. 30 minutes of
No, all together.
all together.
Yeah.
What did you do when you do the speaking test?
The one that I hate the most, to repeat the sentence.
Repeat the sentence from.
Somebody will just
You have
say-
your headsets on.
Yeah, you got a headset on.
And then you have to repeat what,
Repeat it.
and somebody's listening to you.
Yeah, the computer is listening to you, so
Okay.
you need to really close that microphone.
Do you need to have perfect pronunciation?
I don't know. I don't know if I have a perfect pronunciation, but as long as what they say is like whatever the tone given it, and the
Uh-huh.
person who's giving you the sentence, you just follow it and just
Okay.
I was like, oh, okay.
So you just alone in the room.
Yeah, I'm alone. Actually, I was lucky because this time I was alone. Most of them is just like the box, and you
Cubicle,
can cubicle one. They can hear what they say.
Oh.
But I was so lucky this time.
Okay, so
I don't know
what's
why.
another test that you?
The another test is like there are people talking, they're
That's
having
listening.
conversation,
Okay.
listening, and then they will ask question, what they're talking about.
Who's asking you question?
It's just a computer.
Okay.
Always the computer.
Okay.
And then
That's interesting one.
describe the image.
Ah.
Describe the picture. So they will show a lot of picture
On
one
the,
by
on,
one
on the screen.
on the screen, and then describe it. How you gonna describe it? It's up to you. I mean,
So I
mine
think
is very
that's
simple.
the speaking.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the speaking.
Yeah.
And also the listening and speaking with the repeat the sentence. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
it's
that's-
not that bad as IELTS.
No, that's why I was so nervous.
So-
My IELTS done this one. But Mike was so nervous. This one.
Okay.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
well,
how long did you get your visa? Like the whole process?
okay, this said that it was 12 to 24 weeks, but I get it 8 weeks only
8 weeks since
Yeah.
you applied.
since I applied.
And how much did you pay for it?
Actually, it's now ranging to, because of my English test, if you put that on, it's like 9,000 plus.
Altogether?
Yeah, altogether.
That's bloody a lot of money.
Expensive.
It's expensive.
That's why I'm so broke.
Okay, last Mary.
Okay.
For international student here,
Okay.
what can you like advise to them before they come here?
Okay. I think you
As
need,
an international student.
okay, as an international student, you need to be ready with especially the money, because that's the financial. Yeah, you need to ready that one, because at least you have something to expense
Yeah.
when at least a year or a year and a half to and that year you can also find a job, and then you keep that money for the next year that you want to extend your stay and study until you get your PR. Yeah, and just be ready, because here in Sydney is weekly is the rent.
Yeah, weekly rent.
The rent
400
here is
plus.
weekly,
Yeah.
and now the inflation rate is very high, so everything is getting higher. So just get ready and make sure you're not tamad.
Yeah, and you're not
Bawal
choosy.
lang tamad dito.
Yeah, not choosy for.
And not choosy of the job.
Yeah.
Because here there's a lot of opportunities that you can do, and be flexible. Be flexible, that means that you can do job that you never
Done
before.
As long as legal.
As long as legal, and then you make money to survive, it's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fine. And
Don't be choosy.
Don't be choosy. And for me, I think it's a lot of courage.
Yeah.
A lot
To
of
do
to do the things, because
Yeah.
you come here, especially if you're on your own.
Yeah.
Nobody will not gonna do something for you.
Yeah.
You know, you have to do it yourself. So you have to have a lot of self-confidence.
Yes, and make friends.
Make friends.
Make friends. Yeah, you can find like Nix.
Yeah.
Yeah. So connection.
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 It leads you somewhere.
Yes.
But you choose the best good
Best
connection.
one, yeah.
Good connection.
Yeah, you can choose.
You'll survive. Just believe it, and
Yeah.
you'll get there.
You get.
It's hard. It's tough, but
Well, life is never been easy.
of
I don't
course.
think so. I
Yeah.
don't think it's easy. It's part of the process. So you have to, you have to struggle and
Yeah.
to survive, and
when you
just
get there,
fight.
you appreciate all
your hard work.
your hard work with it.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. It's been like 29 minutes, so I hope
Wow.
you enjoy. And if you have any questions,
Cheers.
please leave a comment below, and we'll answer that for you.
Yay! Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.